Nice meeting you.
Hey, Stephanie.
Welcome
Nice meeting you too.
KPODJ.
Thank you.
Out here in New Jersey. This is not your first time here, right?
No. I can't count it anymore, honestly, but it feels like a second home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's nice seeing you here. This is my second time here, and I've just come by to drop gear off, grab more gear, and speak with you about some Ape Labs products.
Yeah, always a nice place here for
Yes,
doing that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, first of all, I've just acquired a bunch of new Ape Labs products, which I'm excited about, and then I've got more stuff today. So I'm kind of expanding my own inventory, and I know a lot of other people are excited about the upgrades in the Maxis and the sticks. Everything's kind of gotten a 2.0 version. So what can we expect as far as inventory that's kind of like not in stock at the moment, but it's kind of been on hold and everybody's anticipating its arrival?
Yeah, even I myself I had to be very patient for the past 2 years. We had a big issue with microcontrollers, honestly, that was caused by COVID, I think, because manufacturers, they switched from the microcontrollers that we need for electronics to that what the people needed for the home offices, so for notebooks and smartphones and tablets and all that things. And they stopped producing microcontrollers so embedded microcontrollers for electronics that we need in our industry, right?
They became non-essential to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we started from the scratch, made a whole new ecosystem with a new microcontroller, which is from Nordic Semiconductors. They're well known in the Bluetooth segment. I'm not sure. I think they are also part or founders of Bluetooth, but they are big in Bluetooth technology. And so now we have it. That's the good thing. It took us almost 2 years. It was so much work. You can so. Anybody who is not deep in charge of electronics and especially in firmware and software coding, nobody can imagine what a big work is doing that. So, but it's done. We have now the month June. June is fresh. It has freshly started, and this month is the very first month for us when we can produce a new batch of lights with this new microcontroller system. And the good news is that we have so much on stock of these microcontrollers that I'm sure we don't run out this year of those microcontrollers. We can now start switching little by little all the products to the new microcontroller system. But here's the point, everything is still compatible to each other. So
Okay.
What we achieved wasn't easy with new microcontrollers, which is it's like you have, or you used to run a Porsche and now you have an SUV. The one is made for asphalt, the other is for off-road, but everything is compatible. So with the new chip system, it's also compatible with all the lights that we made in the earliest days in 2013, and that is really a cool thing, because other companies, when they switching microcontrollers, okay, then the way of controlling is different, and the remote doesn't work anymore for this, but that was a no-go to us. So we said, okay, it takes longer. It's done when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Software is a big thing, and now we have it. So
That's a huge project.
it was worth it
Wow.
to wait for it,
Of course.
to have it compatible. I mean, imagine you have inventory, you have stock from us. And then you're gonna rebuy the same product, and then manufacturer is telling you, sorry, use please a new remote for this now, and this doesn't work anyways, and it's a no-go.
Right.
All right.
So
Not at Ape Labs.
Right. No, that's awesome, because I guess that's the time that it's been taking, and everybody's kind of wondering what's been going on. There's a lot going on in the process, so a brand new like microcontroller or whatever it's called, and it just sounds like a big, huge project. So it'll be worthwhile when we all have the products in our hands and they can remote control from whatever we already have. So that's exciting, and get well worth the wait. So I guess we just have to hold tight a little bit longer, and we'll have exactly what we need.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So this month we start with Maxis version 2 with the new chip. But I mean, it's actually same light, same way of controlling, and then we switch all the other lights to that system. And then we found another batch of, I don't want to say old microcontrollers, of the other type that we used to use in the past. But so this year it becomes way better than the past 2 years before. And even the other products like coins and cans and sticks, we are able to produce it now. So what we did, my whole house is equipped with Ape Lab lights. So whether we have those, we call that architectural lights, installation lights, double wall Maxis version 2 at home, coins and Maxis and and tubes, and so the whole house, my private house, is equipped with Ape Labs, and we put everything out and we sold it to customers that were waiting for so long. So I'm sure my wife, my family, and of course, I by myself, we're happy when our home is uplighted back again by our own products. I mean, what a shame, if you can't use your own lights at home. So.
No, that's a great idea. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really cool. I'm always thinking about work, so I guess maybe I should think about how I can use the lights at home when they're not being used for work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Ape Labs is designed to it fulfills all the requirements professional people needs. Even those big rental companies, when they say, okay, we need flicker-free mode, we need a minimum of 2,500 hertz, or we have now 3.9 gigahertz. That's way more than every standard company is offering them. So you can film it if there is a film company and filming in very slow motion, no problem. Ape Labs can do it now. So just switch to flicker-free mode, easy. Then we have equipped, especially all that version 2 lights with the warm white.
Yes, we were just talking about that. Yeah.
It's cool because warm white is even for for home applications good. Mm-hmm. You're feeling way better. So in the past we had that cold white integrated because when we started we were more directed in a different segment in this industry. It was more like the pure event sector, and then it changed more to DJing, decoration. When people ask me where can they see our lights, I say everything. So mostly, not 100%, but mostly everything which is around the big stage. So there where the people are, there where the guests are, there where the people spend their eyes on things, on products.
Right, yeah.
And there you have to feel good, right? So, and warm white is way better. So this is why we made it RGB and then warm white and have this amber white integrated now. And but it is so easy to control even for my mom. She becomes now 72 and our grandfather, he becomes 94. I can give him the remote or just the app, touch this button here, easy.
Mm-hmm,
it
right.
works. It's not like this knob and then this and this and this. So keep it simple, stupid, and this is what I like, and also the people like this.
Well, I got it because I don't want to say that I'm stupid, but I needed simple.
Simple and fast.
Yes.
And I want to have my focus on the things that brings me in person, that move me forward. Mm-hmm. I don't want to make it a doctor. Is this an English term? A German saying that I don't want to make my doctor work on something. When they go to college and make them with the hat, how you call that? I mean, don't. Just forget it. It's a German term. But
okay.
You don't need to graduate or to study.
Okay.
It just works without a user manual.
Right.
This is what I want to say.
Yes. Very user friendly, right?
Absolutely.
Anybody can do it.
Absolutely.
That's why I got them. That's why I keep expanding my inventory. So I'm excited about the new products. So I just picked these stands up today.
Yeah, the universal stands.
Universal stands.
Yeah, they're
and
good.
Going to be using the tube soon when the coins come in, and I've got the original Ape Lab. So I've heard about the 2.0s on everything is a little bit brighter. It's
That's correct.
They're waterproof.
That's correct.
What about batteries? Any difference in the batteries? Battery life?
Firmware is improved that the battery lasts longer.
Awesome.
The batteries in version 1, version 2 is the same.
Okay.
That's good for customer service. But the firmware is improved. So I think we brought out last week the latest firmware version. It's 5.5 or 5.5 with a lot of improvements and also battery improvements.
Awesome.
And yeah, I mean, people get in touch with us. Could you please do this or that? Or we found a bug here, and we collect everything. And I don't want to say every 2 weeks, but like every 5-6 weeks, we collect all the things. Then we make a meeting internally. What makes sense? What makes no sense? We put it in a firmware, upload it to the app stores. People can download it for free, and people get, all the service that they want to have every time for free from us. So you're paying one time for the hardware, and all the features is always for free.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I find that a lot of people are on the fence about whether or not to invest in the Ape Labs or other versions of similar products. Since I've tried them both now, I've started with the Ape Labs, and I had to just see what everybody else was talking about with their other products. They don't even compare. So that's where I'm at with the investment, and every time the inventory grows, I'm like, what can I get my hands on next? Because even though, maybe you can get more of something else that's not as good, I find that I want to be really 100% confident in the product that I'm using, and I have this fear in the back of my mind, if I use a cheaper product, I'm going to start a fire. There's going to be some massive explosion at a wedding or something, and I'm going to be responsible for it because I went the cheaper route.
Nobody needs that.
I know, I'm really excited that there's something that's very user-friendly, easy to use for somebody like me who just wants to focus on DJing, and you make it so easy to just even update the products. And I find that it's an amazing investment, so I'm excited to see what happens when the new chips come out and I get my hands on the coins and I get to use my tubes.
Yeah, we can also do make new coins by this month. It's as I said, it becomes way better this year, and this is a big month for us because new chips has arrived, and even some old chips, which are probably not old, but the former chips that we used has arrived. So there's definitely a big light at the end of the tunnel. That's good.
Good. So for anybody who's been maybe complaining or impatient, we should probably let them know that a lot has been going on in the last 2 years. There's changes, there's progress, the improvements, and the anticipation of the new chip and everything that's coming out should be really exciting for everybody. Instead of maybe getting frustrated with the answers that maybe they don't want to hear. They could just hold tight a little bit longer.
I think it's always a matter of quality and not quantity. And this philosophy is exactly why people had also to be patient for the past 2 years. We could decided 2 years ago, when we saw there were no chips anymore available, okay, just switch to this. We can get a cheap copy of that, but at the end, okay, that wouldn't be compatible anymore. That would have helped to make some turnover. But for what? Just for short term. Because after a year or 2 years, people are saying, are you kidding me? This is not the Ape Labs that we know.
Right.
And we are not any random company. It's a brand. People expect quality, especially from the Germans. We had the patience, we made it, and I think it was 100% worth to wait for it.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. So I guess anybody out there who's has any questions about what's going on with the products, now we know, and we just wait a little bit longer, and
you know
have exactly what we want.
And you know what one of the best things is with this new chip system is we're now done with this new, we're gonna call it ecosystem, because everything has no matter which light it is, has to work with Connect and wireless DMX and DMX modes, but also with the app and Android and iOS and all. It's a big universe, okay? And this new chip system allows us also now to make totally new kind of lights.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have received so many ideas from people for lights that can move, or moving lights, or
exciting.
And a lot of things are coming.
Okay.
So it takes time.
Yes.
It's nothing that we nothing to roll out for this year, but we can now make that because the new ecosystem is done.
That's exciting.
And that is cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything else that we should add to this conversation, but I feel like we
Go
probably
ahead.
answered a lot of the questions that people wanted to know about the inventory and the upgrade in the products.
Yeah.
And I think that's
think
good.
we're done.
Yeah.
Stephanie, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
for your time.
yeah,
That was great.
yeah.
Great
See
information.
you next time.
Everybody needs to know this stuff. Hold tight.